We're standing at the northern shore of the Sea of Galilee, and behind us is a very big storm coming our way, and it's gonna get here in just a few minutes. And Rhoda and I wanna see if this storm can cause waves large enough to flip over a boat such as the disciples would have been on 2,000 years ago when Jesus calmed the storm. Are you excited?
I'm nervous. I wanna go. I don't wanna stick around for this, but it's also cool at the same time.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Today, we're going into a storm in the Sea of Galilee. And we want to do that because of two reasons. Number one, this is about the famous miracle that is recorded in the Bible, where Jesus calms this giant storm, a storm that is so big that the disciples were afraid they're going to drown. Which leads us to reason number two. The Sea of Galilee is not known to have big storms or high waves. In fact, most people who live here in their entire lifetime have never seen high waves. And there is a good reason for that. The Sea of Galilee is not a sea by any normal definition. It is rather a very small lake, measuring only 13 miles long by 7 miles wide. In comparison, it is 15,000 times smaller than the Mediterranean Sea, which is a real sea, by the way. So given its small size, it is very unlikely to see high waves here, because high waves would require a rather extreme storm, which fortunately is very rare in this area. And that's because the Sea of Galilee is located 700 feet below the sea level. Well, the real sea level. This makes this area warmer and more protected from the storms. And to make things even sweeter, it sits at the northern edge of the Jordan Rift Valley, a depression area that is known for its warm weather, lack of rain, and lack of storms. So if you've been to Israel before, chances are this lake was as calm as a cat. And that's because this is what it's like all year round. Which brings us here today. When my dad sent me a message saying a big storm is coming, in fact it's so big that they're closing down some districts and schools in the area. So Rhoda and I thought this could be a rare opportunity to witness the legendary high waves and capture them on camera.
This is exciting. I don't think I've ever chased a storm. Is that cool? Have you ever chased a storm?
I don't see the reason in chasing the storm, to be honest.
Look how fast the clouds cover the city of Nazareth. This is crazy. This is a big storm.
Due to the lower speed limits while we were driving in the city, it looks like the storm has caught up to us and is right on our tail. However, most of the travel is gonna be on the highway, and that should allow us to outrun the rain clouds and get to the shore before the heavy downpour.
It was just, everything was dead and yellow just a few weeks ago, and now it's just all green again. It's beautiful. It's just, the water gives life so fast here. It's astonishing.
So, when we drove in Florida, we definitely had rain that is much stronger than this, where you don't see like a foot in front of you.
Yeah.
And so for many people this might be nothing, but in Israel it is a big deal.
Yeah.
Because we don't have that many storms with those gushes and winds.
And look, this is gonna get much, much worse. This is just the tip of the storm. The center of the storm is yet to come.
Almost there.
Almost there. Okay, so this is Capernaum. Wow, I can't see the lake yet.
It looks like we were able to get ahead of the storm and arrive at the northern shore of Sea of Galilee, but the visibility is deteriorating fast. So we decided to park by the ancient city of Capernaum and get down to the shore on foot.
All right, let's park right here. There we go. We're the only people here.
What does that tell you?
Who in their right minds would come in a storm to the Lake of
We
Galilee?
shouldn't be here.
All right. Let's go.
So wet. Okay, we need to duck.
Ooh, did not see that. Did not see that. All right. This is exciting. Oh, wow. I think right here.
Okay, I see waves.
You see little waves?
I see little waves.
Oh man, that's gonna be a challenge because it's like a pool of water and it's muddy, so you know you don't want to get stuck in there. So we'll see what we can do there. Well, I'm just gonna check out if we can go through here.
Try to grab the metal fence and go around it. Yeah.
Okay, so there are some rocks here that we can make it. Yeah, we can make it. Let's go. All right, you see that rock there?
Yeah, I see it. Okay. Right here, right?
Yeah.
And then another one.
Yeah.
We just don't want to mistake rocks for something else.
Right here.
You got it.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay, be careful. Very slippery.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa,
Wait.
look what happened.
What happened here?
What? What
It
is
didn't
this?
look like this before. What happened?
That's insane.
Wait, what was here before? It was like vegetation and trees?
The water would come right up here and it would go all the way out there. It's like half of this land is gone.
Oh
I wonder if some kind of storm before this came and just took this big chunk of land out.
Babe, it's not good. Careful, careful. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Where?
That's there.
Oh, gosh.
Wow. Whoa. Oh, I feel it coming. Do you feel it coming? Are you cold?
I want to go. I'm all wet.
Obviously, these are not the high waves that we were looking for. But that's only because the storm hasn't arrived here just yet.
So is this your first time being in the rain in the Galilee Sea? But there's some slight waves out here?
I can't remember, but like the times that are, if I have been here, would have been really, really few, because this is like a summer attraction. You know, you come here summer or in the nice weather, but rarely like in this time. But I was looking forward to more waves, so.
Yeah. Obviously these waves are very small right now, but they can get way, way bigger. And there's gonna be more wind when
Later.
the heart of the storm comes here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see Tiberias.
Ooh.
So the fog went away a little
Yeah,
bit.
it opened up.
It's
opening up.
Yeah, I see more clearly.
Yes.
What does that mean?
It's like that stillness before the storm. It's the quiet before the storm.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna quiet down, then it's gonna hit.
Yeah. Do you feel the waves are being bigger? Over there, the waves are, I think, the wind. Like you see more action from them on that side in particular.
Wow, is that the storm
Hey,
coming?
I think the storm is gonna be here in like 2 minutes. Look how fast it's going. You can see it move.
Yeah.
And it's all over the, oh, look at the rain on the lake over there.
And you can see it's covering right now Tiberias.
yeah,
Look,
I
Tiberias is
see.
covered in rain.
Oh gosh, it's getting
See it?
colder.
So it's like a funnel of rain.
I feel the wind picking up. It's suddenly like cold and crisp wind. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Like it was nice and it's cold.
Even though this is rare, it is certainly not the first time that a storm hits the lake. Just a year ago, a singer-songwriter Filippo Rossi, who is also known by his stage name Nothing Less, was able to capture this footage from a pier, located just a few hundred feet away from where Rhoda and I are standing today. And while this might look severe, we should first assess the height of the waves by using a reference object, such as the railing. Because we know that the approximate height of the rails is about 4 feet, we can take this measurement, drag it to the lowest point of the wave, and estimate that the height of the wave is about the same, 4 feet. And so while this water looks unusual for us, it certainly does not look big enough to make professional fishermen be scared for their lives. But luckily, we were able to gain access to another footage. The year 1992. When a famous Israeli director, Moshe Alpert, captures one of the greatest storms ever recorded on tape in the Sea of Galilee. And if we use the same analysis method, we can estimate that the height of the waves to be as high as 10 feet. On smaller boats, waves this high can definitely be considered life-threatening, even for experienced fishermen.
You can imagine this stormy, windy, rainy, and Jesus with disciples on a boat. And your disciples are panicking, probably cold. Waves 2 meters high, 15 feet high, not 15, 10 feet high waves.
And gushes like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah,
we read
winds,
that's
yes,
how it's going to be.
today,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it probably was very scary. You can't put your sail up because the gush is probably going to flip you over. And you are stuck in the middle of this lake and you're panicking. And there's Jesus.
Who just says, be still, quiet.
Commands the winds to stop, the storm to stop. Marvelous.
We came here today hoping to see the large waves in person. But it seems like this storm is just not big enough for that. Nonetheless, we're thankful. Thankful for the people who were kind enough to provide us with their videos from the previous years, especially the rare storm of 1992. This footage gives us a great visual perspective of the violent waves that would have battered the boat of the disciples 2,000 years ago, when Jesus calmed the storm. So we hope to return one day to see such waves in person. But for now, we leave this place with interesting memories and an important reminder. No matter how big the storm may be, whether it is on the Sea of Galilee, or a tornado on its way for destruction, or a personal struggle that is too heavy to carry, remember, if we believe, we may find that peace by calling on Jesus, who rebuked the storm and said to the sea, "Quiet, be still."
All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. It looks like the storm is going a bit east and not north where we are, but it's gonna get here. It's just gonna take time. The waves are gonna get bigger, but this is not the day to see giant waves, unfortunately. However, it was still exciting time to see Sea of Galilee in different light, a different side of Sea of Galilee, right? It's like usually still sunny.
90% of the time it's like still and sunny.
Yeah, and now it's just choppy, rainy, cold. And Jesus would have been here at this time too. This is just another side of this place, and it's kind of marvelous to see it too. So we hope you enjoyed it, and we hope to see you next time. Until then, God bless you.
And the best is yet to come.
Amen. Bye-bye.
Let's go. Let's go get warm.
Babe, that water is hot. Do you see this steam?
I see the steam. It's a hot spring.
It's a hot spring.
I had no idea. That is so cool.
That is so cool. I'm gonna go touch it. It's hot! It's warm! I can shower in this! It is hot! Babe, it's hot!
That is cool.
Wow! That's unbelievable! This spring is hot. We can literally sit in there right now. It is about,
Be careful.
what, 10 degrees out here right now? This is so cool. I want to go swim in this.
It would be cool to sit in it, wouldn't it?
We gotta come back when it's cold and sit in it. Because it is hot. Well, I mean, it's warm. Like right now outside, it's about what, 10 degrees Celsius, which is 40s, 50s, 40s.
Yeah.
It's really cold and it's raining, and that spring is hot.
That is so awesome.
This is the next thing. Come back here in a very cold time when it's like freezing point and go swimming in this waterfall. Just sit here, bring a chair and just sit in it when everything is frozen.
I could totally see you do that. I'll be the film girl.
Deal.